Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. This one of today's standout fixtures between teams who are meeting for the second time this season.
With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Oyarzabal.
Good, strong midfield running here.
First quarter of an hour gone.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Oskarsson. He's had a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, there's no doubt as to who the creative hub in the side is. It's Mikel Oyarzabal. He boasts some of the most impressive records when it comes to goals and assists, Peter, helped by the fact that he can play anywhere across that front line, and also he has a real willingness to run beyond the strikers, and there's a lot to admire about this guy.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And he's running through.
Guipuzcoa really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for...
Real chance! And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. Aramburu. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Oyarzabal. Now Sergio Gomez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Incoming delivery. Back in once more. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And this is Rabiot. Sergio Gomez. Pacheco. And Torrientes. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Kluivert. Kluivert makes a dash for it. Martinez. Right. And the shot! And he hits the net! And there is your opener.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Sucic had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And it's Rabiot. Probing pass. Now it's Martinez. Yamal. Sucic. Rice. There he goes, motoring. And the finish! In he goes again. And no mistake. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Substitution on the field. Number 9. Number 7.
So we have movement on both benches. So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Munoz. And he's got away from it. Aimed beyond the defence. Oyarzábal has it in a wide position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, they've got it again. Passing nice and neat. It's a good run he's making out on the left.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. He's found a way through. Molina. Molina just loves to go forward whenever he can. Sucic. Gonzalo Guedes.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
Kluivert. Now, can they get him away? That's been cut out, well played. Corrientes. And that's that. Barcelona have signed off in the perfect manner. A win on the final day. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, we're effectively seeing the culmination of all the work you put in for a whole campaign. I really appreciate the fact that both sides, despite the end-of-term feeling, went at each other as if it were day one, and in my mind, it was the right result.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.